Right, let's start today's session. This is the third demo lecture of Python full stack development. So in the last two demo lectures, we were discuss complete Python full stack subject information and what is Python, what type of language it is, and history of Python and versions. Even we have installed in the last lecture Python software. And in today's session, I'm going to cover different ways to write Python code and execute. Okay. So using interactive mode, using script mode, using Python ideally, as well as using PyCharm editor and also using Visual Studio Code editor. So today agenda is this is one by one we'll look into that. But finally we will decide which editor through I'm going to continue with Python programming code, that is PyCharm. Why PyCharm? I'll tell you that. First, will go with interactive mode. So you know that in yesterday's session, while installing Python software, then when we install Python software, in general, we get default editor. That editor name is ideally integrated development learning environment. This is ideally software. So first, let me open the ideally, go to search and type ideally. As soon as when we hit this ideally of Python, then now you can see you are going to see one window. This window is nothing but interactive window. This is interactive mode. So you can write something like hello and press enter, you got the output. Even you can declare the variables and you can do that expression like a plus b. When we press enter, we got the output. So this is instantly we are getting the output. So you just interact with this window by typing your code and hit the enter button. So instantly you will get the output clearly. So this is interactive mode. Do you wish to continue with interactive mode? You can continue with this interactive window. But the problem is whenever you try to type something, see here immediately the error indication is not there. Actually, this is an error, but it doesn't show any error indication that you are doing mistake. But after hitting the enter button only, I'll come to know what error it is. The name error. Wantedly, I included here print P letter capital. So actually, print is a small letter, that is P capital, not small letter. So this is correct syntax. Print hello, we got the output. So the problem while writing in interactive window, there is no IntelliSense and also there is no error indications. So as a new to Python programming, for example, if you are new to Python programming, you can't write the code in interactive window easily. Okay, this is interactive window. So if you want, you can continue with this, but I don't suggest you in the initial stage of learning Python like interactive mode. Next, I'm going to show you script mode. Script mode in the sense already you should ready with your script like Python script. So how to create our script means you can create your Python script in any editor like Notepad, Edit Plus, any normal plain text editors. And make sure that the file should start save with the .py extension. Once the moment you save the file with the .py extension, that file will become script file of Python. So let's go to script mode through how to write Python logic we'll discuss. So for this script mode purpose, I'm trying to just open Notepad. You know, Notepad is also one of the plain text editor, right? Yes, this editor, plain text editor. In this Notepad, I'm writing my script, Python script. So Notepad also not suggested in the beginning of Python programming. Okay, you are the beginner. Suppose I don't recommend this Notepad because Notepad doesn't show anything like error indications, intelligence options, and any mistakes you are doing that you cannot recognize easily. After running only, you will come to know what mistakes you have done. So this is the problem generally we face in the beginning stage of learning Python. but it works well. Now you can see print statement. I'm writing something like statement, welcome to DURGASOFT Python sessions. Okay, like this. This is my script. You can write how much script do you want, no problem at all. But make sure that after completion of your script, you must save the file with the .py extension, sir. So let's click on file menu, save the file, and you can select any location. Let's select, I'm selecting desktop location as per my requirement, and make sure that the file name, you can give any name, and .py is mandatory. So .py makes this file as script file like Python file. So I'm saving this file into desktop. Now let me close this notepad window, and you have already saved the file, right? Check once in the desktop file saved or not. Yes, you can see in my desktop, the test file has saved. But notice this, the test file icon is PyCharm icon is available, TC. Why it is happening means generally I have included many projects in PyCharm editor only. In recent times also I worked on PyCharm projects. That's what PyCharm only it is affected logo. But in your case, in your system, if you don't have PyCharm editor, so you will be able to see the file called Python logo only, not PyCharm logo. Now let's run this file. So I'm ready with my script file, which is written in Notepad window. So next I have to run this script mode file. So there are two options are there to run this script file. One option is using command prompt. Another option is using IDLE, which is already available. So first I will show how to execute already available Python script file using command prompt. I'll show you. So let's go to command prompt, go to search and type simply command, and we'll be able to get command prompt option here. But in this command prompt, you can see that here we have to move the location of your file where you have saved. But in my case, my desktop is present in OneDrive location. So in your case, directly you can pass CD space desktops. That means CD means change directory. But in my case, what I'm doing actually, my desktop is present in OneDrive folder. That's what I'm moving first to OneDrive. CD space OneDrive means change directory. Press enter. So OneDrive is located. Now you can see we have included OneDrive. And after that, I'm moving towards desktop location, CD space desktop. So once if you move towards CD space desktop, right now I am in desktop location. And do you want to run your Python file like script file, which is already created? Simply type command called Python space. Your file name is what? Test.py. Press enter. You will be able to get the output clearly. Welcome to DURGASOFT Python sessions. Or else there is a shortcut even py space test.py also you can write it simply test.py. So both are same. Okay, this is the way to execute your Python program once you complete in Notepad editor. So you can write how much code you want in Notepad and save with the .py and come towards command prompt, go to the location and run the Python file. So this is one option. Without command prompt also we can execute the script file. So the already available script file, this one test.py, without command prompt also you can execute. Let's go to IDLE now. As soon as I go to IDLE, first time you will see interactive window only. But I don't want to write any code in this interactive window because already I have a script file with me that I want to run it. To run that script file, already available file, simply in IDLE software, file menu is there, file menu, and open option is there clearly. Open it. Once you click on open, it will ask you to choose the location where your file is available. I'm just going to the location of desktop and select test file and simply open it. Now it's opened already whatever we have written the script. And simply you can click on run menu and run module. Or else you can hit F5 shortcut key from your keyboard, F5. So whenever I click on run module and we got the output like welcome to DURGASOFT Python sessions only. Welcome to DURGASOFT Python sessions. Okay, it's working fine. So this is the way to execute the Python program after writing in Notepad window. But the problem is what you are here, if any errors occurred in the Notepad script, again we have to go to Notepad window and there we can edit it and save it and come back to command prompt or ideal. So instead of moving here and there, can't we write the script file and save it and run it in one location? Yes, possible. That is what I'm showing option number 3, Python ideal. So directly you can use Python ideally software. You can create new file over it and write it and save it and run it all together at one location. So that is what I'm showing option number 3 here. Let's go to ideally software again. This is the default editor tool, which will come along with Python installation process. And now I'm just going to click on file menu and let's create a new file here. Don't open because open means whenever you have existing file that you have to open. But I'm trying to create a what new file. Click on new file and immediately new untitled window will open. You can write how much code do you want to write here. You can write it. And here also observe here, no IntelliSense option, nothing. You have to take your own risk to type the code, whether your syntax mistakes or not. You cannot identify during the program writing time. You should wait for runtime. After running only, you will get clarity what mistakes you have done here. So this is the problem in the beginning level of practice. That's what I don't suggest first three options like interactive mode, script mode, ideally software. I always suggest you either you can go with PyCharm editor or you can go with VS Code editor. Next step that is only PyCharm editor how to set up and Visual Studio Code editor how to set up I'm showing. So after completion of your script file here and better to save the file. Without saving the file directly if you run this and it will not allow you. Source must be saved okay to save. Save the file, file menu, save it. Again I'm choosing desktop and this time I'm using my file name is test1.py. .py mandatory, yeah, save it. Once you saved the file and ready to run this file. Now we got the output here, sum of two numbers 30. If you do any mistakes also, for example, I am doing mistakes here, bracket I am not closing properly. Is there any error indication instantly? No. So after running only, you will come to know what mistakes you have done like this. Bracket was never closed. So there is a mistake. Adjust this and Control S, save changes and run it now. It will work fine. This is somehow better when compared to first two options, right? Yes. Instead of moving here and there, directly we are opening ideally. There only we are creating the new file and writing the code, saving the code and running the code all together at one location. But these three options, you can just try it once and leave it. Okay, because you are the Python programmer, you must know all the ways to write Python code and execute. And now it's time to set up PyCharm editor. This is our permanent editor, which I'm going to continue all my Python lectures using this editor only. So this editor is more uh, commonly used editor. This editor will provide GUI facilities, graphical user interface facilities, and intelligence options. Mainly, it will help you in during the program writing time. So intelligence means what programmer is expecting immediately it will capture and it will suggest you to get it. So you need not to type complete code from your end. Okay, so faster rate of development, intelligence option, instance error checking, error indications. While writing the code only, the PyCharm editor will show you are doing some mistakes. Instantly you can check. No need to wait for run. Okay, no need to wait for execution. So instantly you can check the errors and rectify the errors. So these are the advantages are there in PyCharm editor. Now let me start with PyCharm editor installation and downloading process. Already for my previous batches, okay, ongoing projects, ongoing batches, I have installed in my machine PyCharm editor. So first let it be uninstall that PyCharm editor from my computer so that it is easy to show the installation step by step so that you will also get clarity. So to uninstall, first I'll go to the control panel. There I can uninstall PyCharm editor, uninstall programs. And you can see PyCharm editor is already there existed in my computer. Right click and uninstall. Please wait, sir. It is taking few seconds to uninstall complete. So please wait. Right. Almost done. Yes, we have successfully uninstalled. There is no PyCharm editor in my computer now. Let's start the installation procedure. But before going to start installation, you have to download this PyCharm editor. How to download PyCharm editor means simply you can go to the Google search and type in the Google search download PyCharm editor. Download PyCharm simply. Now, once you click on download PyCharm, there is an official link is there. Look at this www.jetbrains.com. So click on this link, first link, because JetBrain community people only implemented PyCharm editor only. So the PyCharm editor only Python IDE integrated development environment you need. So you can see, sir, before going to hit the download option, free forever means this PyCharm editor is completely free, but community version is free. And they are saying that plus 1 month pro included. 1 month pro included means professional features also included here. For 1 month time, you can use professional features also. After 1 month, they will send the notification. If you want to continue with professional features, then they'll ask you to take the license for paying something. But don't go with that license and paying. So only you can continue with the community features only, not professional features required after one. So it is free forever. I recommend to click on download here and immediately download started. Within 1 minute, your download file will be available. Executable file is available. Okay. After download completes, I can show you how to install PyCharm editor and how to write programming in PyCharm editor we'll discuss. So once today, if I create a project folder in PyCharm editor, that I'll continue throughout all my lectures. And after this PyCharm, I'll also show you VS Code, means Visual Studio Code. Some students wants to write their code in Visual Studio Code. Yes, you can continue with Visual Studio Code also. But in our lectures, only core and advanced Python concepts I'll be covered in PyCharm editor. And when it comes to Django, REST API, Flask frameworks, that frameworks and web development process and project development, all we will cover in Visual Studio Code so that you will get clarity on both the editors. So that will be good. Editor is just nothing but it's a software tool where we can write Python code and execute, where we can edit the logic like this. As per your comfort, any editor you can use it. But most of the real-time scenarios, we use proper editors like PyCharm or Visual Studio Code. Okay, now you can see PyCharm almost downloaded. So it's done. Once it's done, then close all the tabs and go to the downloads folder. Now you can see I'm just moving towards downloads folder. And here there is a PyCharm 2025. Do you want to install this? Simply double click on this PyCharm 2025.2.4. But make sure that before this installation, you must have the Python software in your computer. Without having Python software, even if you install this PyCharm editor, you can able to write the code, but you can't able to run the code because if you don't install Python software, you will not get any interpreter. If you don't get interpreter, you will not run any Python code. So it will ask you, do you want to allow this app to make changes? Say yes only. So PyCharm editor is ready to install. It's installing now. So welcome to PyCharm setup. Click on next. And look at sir, here to install this PyCharm editor, we need enough spaces, 3.4 GB minimum required in your C drive. In case if you don't have enough space in C drive, you can browse it and move the location, any drive location, D drive or F drive, whatever you have. Click on next. And here try to activate shortcut, desktop shortcut, and make sure that this is mandatory. You need to set Python environment variable or path setting and menu options and .py options. If I don't give .py here activation, every time whenever you create a new file with the name, along with the name .py compulsory. So I'm not giving, I'm using this .py checkbox activation. So next time whenever we add files to the PyCharm projects, so no need to give the .py file extension, just file name and enter. Next and install. That's it. So it takes few seconds to complete the installation procedures. Once installation is over, then I'll show you how to create a project folder in this PyCharm editor and how to add the number of files and how to execute and what is the comfort you can observe. Whatever we have seen, like using interactive mode, script mode, ideally three options already done, right? It is the fourth option. So what variations are there? You can observe here. Takes few seconds more. Please wait. Yes, almost done. Yes. Completing PyCharm setup, finish. Once it's finished, now you have to launch PyCharm editor. To launch PyCharm editor, either you can click on this desktop icon or else simply you can go to search and type PyCharm. You will be able to get PyCharm. So this is PyCharm 2025. Click on it. Now how it look like for the first time when we open, you will see that. This is complete GUI edition, graphical user interface. So you will be able to get first time in your system. Welcome to PyCharm. There are several options are there. So notebook editor is there, first option. You can edit your code and make the documentation in the notebook also. And even new script means second option. You exclusively do you want to create a single Python script file one by one, then you can select new script only. And here new project means once you choose third one, new project, you have to create a project folder. In that folder, you can continue with a number of Python files as many as you want. And fourth option, open means if you have already project folder in your computer, do you want to open that file? You can click on this fourth option. And you can get the code from GitHub repository. You can use last option. So I'm using third option, new project folder I'm preparing. Now you can see here by default, pure Python selected. And now in this Python project one is the name of the project folder. And I'm giving Python project 9 I'm giving. means 9 a.m. Okay. And where I'm choosing the location, this is the default location. C drive, users, computer name, PyCharm projects, Python project 9. Do you want to change your location of the project? You can click on this folder option. You can go to any location like this. Let it be here only. I'm creating. Look at this, already Python version also selected. It is interpreter. And now click on create. So simply it will create a Python project 9 in that location. So first time you can observe how it look like. Okay. So this is the first time if you are looking this PyCharm editor, welcome to PyCharm. And you can adjust this windows drag and drop like this. Okay. By hitting mouse pointer and you can drag and drop like this. Do you want to read what's new in new features in PyCharm 2025? You can read this. They're giving some guidelines also what features are there. Or else you can exit from this window. And this is the normal first time whenever we create PyCharm editor, this will be dark theme only. And you can also change the themes as well as font size. All we can change it, not a problem. So that I will show you clear. And look at the left hand side, only Python project 9 folder name created. But there is no Python files existed, right? So do you want to create a Python files into this folder? Simply right click on Python project 9 folder, go to new option, and there will be several options are there. HTML file, HTTP request, Python package, so many things. But I need Python file. Simply you can click on Python file only. Okay. Once again, I'm showing right click on Python project folder, go to new Python file. Give the name of the file test. No need to do any .py extension because in the installation time only I have included .py extension checkboxes. So press enter, automatically you get test.py file. And notice this, whenever the moment I start writing the code here, print print, immediately the IntelliSense option is showing print. No need to continue your statements like prints. Press enter, automatically it will print. Now I'm using welcome statement here. And do you want to run this program? Simply there is a green play button is there. You can click on this run and you can see it will execute and it will display the output in the output window. So this is output window where we can see our output. And this is the code writing window where we can write the code. And in the left hand side, this is the manage project folders and files. And again, if you write some more logic like hello, and every time no need to uh, click here and directly here already you can see run rerun test only refresh. Now automatically it is going to be updated output is going to produce. Or else you can also right click on test.py tab and run test only. So like this, many files you can create, not only this test.py. Do you want to add one more file? Right click on project folder, new Python file. Now I'm trying to give test1. So test1 file created. This file is created here. And now let me write the logic. A value 10, B value 20, C equal to A plus B, and print C. This is the result. But don't rerun here. If you rerun previous file only running, but you need to run what? Test1.py, current file. How to run current file means simply right click on test1.py. For the first time run test, we got the result here. So this is how managing the code in PyCharm editor simply. Let me change some settings here. For clear visibility, I would like to increase the font size of this PyCharm editor as well as I want to change the background theme also. To do this, simply you can see there is a main menu option and click on settings in the left hand side. There you can see appearance and behavior. Appearance, I'm selecting dark theme is there, but I'm trying to select light theme only. And in the below section, you will see editor option is there. Click on editor. And once you click on editor, font option is there. Once you click on font, there is a font size. You can increase how much you want. 18 font size I'm giving. After that, you simply just what we can say, click on OK. So background theme has changed. Font size also increment here. And notice this, if I try to remove the bracket here, immediately reaction observe here. instant error indication is there. Underline red squigglies are there. Something went wrong, you can understand that. Yes. And when we run this now, you can see the error is syntax error. Bracket was never closed. And here you can see line number 4 also it's showing there is an error at line number 4. Close the bracket and now run this, it will work fine. So this is error indication clearly. And one of the advantages, if we start use proper editors like PyCharm, Visual Studio Code, this code is look like correct, but it is logically correct, but according to standards, like some standards will be there, Python enhancement proposal standards. So right now, Python is maintained by PSF, Python Software Foundation community people. They are giving some guidelines to the Python programmers to follow some basic specifications. Now, for example, you can see when we place mouse pointer on equal to sign, they are saying warning like PEP8, Python enhancement proposal, missing white space around operator. This is not a professional way of writing code, sir. So professional way means so each and every operator before and after we have to give the space. It look like good. But already if you complete your code, if you want to convert this into proper code means simply when we place mouse pointer, there is a reformat the file, click on it. Automatically it will reformat the file. It look good now. So operator before and after space is required. This is some standards you have to maintain. How you will come to know these standards means when you use proper editor like PyCharm VS Code. If you write code in Notepad, interactive mode, this type of information you don't get, right? So that is. So this is PyCharm editor. This editor through only I will continue all my lectures, especially in core and advanced Python part. I will cover using PyCharm editor. But some students ask me to write code in VS Code also. That's what I'm exiting. Now it's time to set up Visual Studio Code. So VS Code also, it's a completely free editor. This also good, not a problem. Let me uninstall Visual Studio Code editor from my computer right now because so that I can show you how to download Visual Studio Code and install. It will be easy to show me. Let's go to control panel first. And there I can choose VS Code. I'll do an installation. Now Visual Studio Code. For my existing Django projects, REST API, Flask projects, I have used this Visual Studio Code editor. So let me uninstall now. VS Code editor. Sir. This is right click, uninstall. So that you will come to the installation procedure, right? Yes. Yes. Let's close this. Now VS Code also done. So it's completely uninstalled. So how to download means simply you can go to Google search, type download Visual Studio Code or VS Code. And there you can see first link only code.visualstudio.com. Simply you can click on this link and there first option I recommend you to click Windows 10 or 11. So based on your operating system what you are maintaining. So click on this and immediately your download has started. It is a lightweight file, so not required any much more space. So it's completed download almost. Once download has completed, let's close this and you can go to the download section of your computer and there you can see Visual Studio Code setup downloaded and double click on it to install this. So I accept that agreement, click on next and you can see the Visual Studio Code editor also is locating C drive installation process and at least for 435.8 MB free disk space is required. It's just simple and lightweight software. Click on next and try to activate all the checkbox, desktop icon, menu options, all these things and click on next it and install it. So within few seconds, your Visual Studio Code setup is ready. So complete Python setup is not a big deal, sir. It's quickly finished because it's easy to do this. Yeah, it's finished. Now you can see launch Visual Studio Code means I am launching that. Finish. But notice this, as soon as when I launch Visual Studio Code, what code we are getting now? This is REST API code actually. In recent times, I have done REST API projects in this Visual Studio Code. That's what it is opening. But for in your case, it will not show this window, sir. Don't worry. In your case, what actually for the first time user, you will get a welcome window in Visual Studio Code. Let me create one simple folder in my desktop. For what purpose? I can open this folder into Visual Studio Code for Python programming. Create a new folder in desktop with the name Python 9am. This is my folder name. And in this folder, I would like to store my Python files after creating in Visual Studio Code. So let's open Visual Studio Code and click on File menu and open folder option is there. Choose the folder where you created just now desktop. My folder name is Python 9am selected. That's it. So you will get first time in your computer, whenever you open Visual Studio Code, welcome message, welcome window is opening like this. And even the theme also will not be like this same, sir. The theme is not like this. I'm having white light color theme, but in case if for the first time if you are going to see that Visual Studio Code in your system, this is the dark theme only will be created. So theme you can change it as per your request, okay, as per your requirement. And how to create a new file here? Python 9am is a folder name, but there is no file. So to create a file, simply you can see there is a file menu, new file option. Give the name of the file test. Don't forget to give .py. .py makes it is a Python file. Press enter. Now you can write Python code now, print only. So here also you will get IntelliSense. There is no problem. Print. I'm writing some welcome message. And if you want to run this Python code in Visual Studio Code, there is a play button option is there right hand side. You can click on run code. You'll be able to see the output is welcome here. Okay. So there are several process will be there, run code option. Either you can click on play button, it will work, or else simply again right click on test.py. There is no run option here, how we have seen in PyJava. So one option is there, you can see there is a terminal option is there, one more option. Terminal option means there is a run option, and now you can see start debugging or run without debugging. So this is Python debugger is open. So there is a terminal option is there. You can see three dotted ellipse button is there. Go to terminal, new terminal you can open. Terminal means command prompt. So do you want to run this file? Simply type Python space test.py. This is command. So by passing command also you can run the file in terminal window. But to go to terminal, is this way only? No, sir. This is not the way only. So easily we can go to terminal. Look at this right hand side on the top corner, toggle panel is there, option number 3. Click on this toggle panel, you will get terminal. Again, click on this, close the terminal like this. This is the options which we have already. And do you want to change the theme? You can see bottom corner left hand settings are there, and go to themes, and there is a color theme option, and light color you can select. It will be theme of the VS Code. And you can add any number of files here. But one more option is there to execute the file. Right click on the page, right click on the program, and you will get run code. Click on run code, you will get run code through like this. But for your first time user, you don't get, in your case, right click after run code, you will not see option. To get this option run code, you need to install some extensions. What are the extension? You can see there is extension option is there in the left hand side, and simply in the search box, code runner extension you have to install. Code runner, type code runner, and this is the code runner. Click on it. For me, it is showing uninstall option. Why? Because I already have installed. For you, it will show install. You can click on install. With internet connection, it will be installed. After installation of this extension, code runner extension only, you will come to know that this is right click and run code only you will get. Otherwise, it will not. You will not see for the first time in your system run code option when I right click on the page. Do you want to get this run code option? Then you have to install extension compulsory. Okay. Even for the first time user, please install the extension Python also, sir, because Visual Studio can notice that Python files. So Python extension better to install. Type in the extension search box Python and simply Python Microsoft you can install. This you can select and install it. I have already installed, that's what it's not showing anything for me. So this is overall complete setup, Python setup with Visual Studio Code as well as PyCharm editor as well as interactive mode and script mode ideally. So from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to continue this editor only, PyCharm editor. So tomorrow is the last demo session. We have completed 3 demos, last 2 demos, and today third demo. If you are new to this session, please feel free to watch my 2 demo video lectures. Our team will send the demo video link and you can click on that link directly. You can go through the video so you can watch it. And our team also will send the course content, full stack course content, only Python course content they will send. You can observe that. So tomorrow you can feel free to attend the last demo session. After tomorrow completion of demo, then you can decide, do you want to continue with my lectures or not? Take the decision properly after tomorrow demo session. But who are new to this session, I strongly recommend to watch my first 2 recording videos, what I conduct last 2 days sessions, just basic demonstration I have given. Okay, please continue that. So do you have any question regarding this session or previous sessions? You can feel free to ask me now. And then only core Python, advanced Python time duration is 45 working days to 50 working days. And if you enroll for full stack development, like including Django framework, REST API, Flask, UI technologies, and MySQL and all, 4 months duration. So this complete session details I have disclosed in my first demo lecture. Please watch it. Anyway, once your enrollment process is over, you will also get the recording videos along with soft copy of material. So sessions are going to be takes place from Monday to Saturday. Sunday is the only off. Okay. See you tomorrow. Thanks for attending this session. Have a nice day.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Tell me. Tell me.
Sir, do you cover the libraries NumPy Pandas?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. After core and advanced, you will cover.
Yeah. Advanced Python only I'll cover. Already I mentioned in my demo lectures whatever the key libraries like Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, NumPy.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
So I
See
have
you.
one question, sir. So after learning this, after completion of this course, how efficient we will become? Can we go through any certification, or else you will give any tasks every day to make better practice? Like how it goes?
Yes, exactly. After once I start logical programming, we will give you some exercise programs you have to do from your end. Along with that, every 2 weeks after, we will send some MCQ question paper to your mail. That is soft copy. So I have to attempt that exam. So that is self-testing, how the way you are doing that in Python things. So that we will engage with you like that.
So what is the duration of the class from morning 9 to?
See, right now the session start at 9 a.m., right? 9 a.m. to
Mm,
10 a.m. But
mm.
actually, this is add-on batch. Already 10 a.m. batch is going right now. So some students are already enrolled and sessions are going 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And few days after this session will be merged in the 10 a.m. batch only. Already I mentioned in the first day itself, this session will not be continue from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. It will for few days only. It will be continue 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. After few days, you must shift into 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. After few days means after how many days?
mostly 1 week after. Once you reach the content, same content. See, 10 a.m. is going right now. I'm just
Okay.
going slow with them. So just because of I need to bring your batch students into that batch. So both if it is merged, that will be good.
Okay. Got it. Oh, thank
See you tomorrow. Have a nice day.